afternoon, good evening, good morning, depending yet, folks. It's me, I'm always George Page, aka the Emperor of Female Body Talk, coming to you live on YouTube. Well, folks, it's the weekend. I remember I used to work. It was exciting, the Grateful Friday, but sometimes I had jobs I still work on Saturday and Sunday too. But anyway, folks, I hope you're enjoying this week, and shows coming up. I'm going to be talking about later on my channel. So anyway, folks, as you know, as a content maker, I try to reach out to people that interest me. I know you guys. You saying we gonna talk to this girl, that girl, this who that. Well, I like to talk to people whose story is very maybe might inspire somebody. Here we have a lovely lady right here. She just made her bodybuilding debut in the OCB was about a month ago. She is a model. She's a hairstylist. She is a bodybuilder. We're gonna share her. She's gonna share her story with us and tell us how she got into sport. We have here the lovely Mrs. Londyn J. Carter. And so, ma'am,
Hey.
yeah, hey. So, ma'am, this is a question I often ask you ladies. What got you started in sport, as I call it, muscle and masculinity? Please share.
So I've always loved fitness. My mother got me started in it, and I joined the military. That's a given. And so after COVID, I um I started to suffer from depression and suicide. And so I would the best way I can explain fitness is some people have a vice, and that could be drinking, and that could be different substances or whatnot. That's my high. So fitness is what keeps me going. um, it keeps me happy. It just completely wipes the sad away, and it keeps me alive.
Yeah. So you were in the military service. So I'm gonna say this out the gate. I say we appreciate as a citizen. I say I appreciate the sacrifice you made for our country.
Yes.
So yeah. And what branch were you in, and how long were you in before you got out?
So I was in about 7, 8 years in the army.
Uh-huh. Well, I had two of my family members, my oldest niece and my youngest nephew. They were in it for a good while, and the
Okay.
military. It's a way where it's that lifestyle, where it's that
Mhm.
kind of that band of brothers, or in some cases, bands of sisters. And
Yeah.
then it's like I used to play high school football. When you get out of it, it's hard to adjust to the real world.
Mhm. And it's the same with fitness too, and bodybuilding. It's a huge family.
Yeah. Well, folks, he competes in the OCB, which is a natural competition, natural
Mhm.
organization. I interviewed some ladies who have, competed in that organization. Some even transfer from the OCB into the NPC and
Uh-huh.
eventually to IFB. So your division, you compete in physique, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And what made you get into the more of it's the natural, holistic uh, s- part of bodybuilding? Then a lot of
Uh,
people might do the more, pop this. And I do like Jack, dude. I be like run, with Schwarzenegger.
yeah. I mean, while it looks amazing, I'm into the whole natural kick. I'm not into, drugs and whatnot. So I kind of am geared more towards anything that can be done naturally.
Because I think it's a lot for a lot of competitors to understand that the natural part it can be a little bit harder because the fact is building the muscle without as taking certain PED steroids whatever. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just a different look compared to like a lot of guys who follow my channel. They like the they like the big jack freaky chicks. But you have a
Mhm.
particular look that works for you,
Mhm.
and it's a lot of work. It's you still have to follow.
It is. It is
Yeah.
a lot of work, but at the end of it, and this is like a sport you have to love. You know what I mean? And I just heard you talk about football. Like I see that you love football. I love this whole gym bodybuilding, Arnold Schwarzenegger. That's the like guru type. I just love that. But the steroids part, I'm not in. I'm not into that. So just the camaraderie that comes with it, the feeling, the pump that you get, and the results that come from those weeks, months of training. Oh my goodness, like it's unbelievable.
Yeah, because there's a lot of work to it. You got to get up in the
Yeah.
morning. You have to have,
Yeah.
yes, because I know somebody say they go to bed at 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock, because they know they want to get up early enough to go to the gym before they go to work.
Brutal.
And you have a business. It's your hairstylist. How long you been doing
I
that?
am. So I've been doing hair since I was 6 years old. I just decided to come back to it because that's what I love, you know. And the older I get, the more I'm starting to realize you should be doing what you love. That's what keeps you happy as well.
Well, like I say, you should enjoy what you do because you know what,
Yeah.
it's an art, and it's
Yeah,
good
it
to
is.
have art and also a creative mind. Because
Mm-hmm.
me, I'm just old fashioned, just shave it and keep on going. We
Shave
got
it and
here,
go.
yeah, we got here from a man. This is a man, Brooke Burrell. Hadn't seen Brooke in a while. He says, "Big brother George, what's up, bro? Hello, Brooke." And also he says, "Hello, Queen London." That's my man
Hi.
Brooke. Shout out to him.
How you
Guys,
doing?
this is a nice lady. Took time to talk with us, and and we appreciate her for her also again her service for the military. Sacrifice she's made, and like I said, bodybuilding. When you decided to start competing.
Oh my goodness. So I started or decided to start this year. So this is my first official show. I've been wanting to do it for the last few years, but I just really chimed in on it this year and I actually finished this year. So yeah.
hmm So, is there any plans to do any more shows, or you still just working critiquing?
Yeah. So we got one in September and the goal is to succeed and get through that whole. I think we got 4 or 5 months until September, and that's going to be for the figure competition.
Mm-hmm. Figure that's even it's, you have to wear the high heels. I
Yeah,
know,
we got to
yeah,
step in here.
I know, I know some ladies that they was in figures, and you know what? I was glad to keep those high heels off. One of my jobs I used to work in, as they call it, the gentleman's club, but in the hood we call it the booty
uh
club.
huh.
And that's all the ladies have to work with high heels. Like I say, it's part of, especially, it's part of the sport. But like I said,
Yeah.
you got to really learn how. I saw some ladies say that, hey, I feel like sometimes I remember one lady told me that she feel like she walked like a newborn giraffe when she wears high heels.
It kind of does remind me of the whole giraffe situations because your legs are just so stuck out there. But practice makes perfect.
All right. We got here one of my followers. Here's the man. His name Balls Deep. You got to watch out for him. He says, "Good afternoon, gorgeous." He's excited. Also,
Oh,
he says, "What up and salute, George. Thank you, brother." Also, he says this. He says, "Smash the like button. Thank you again." He says, "Chicago in here," and also he says, "Peace and blessings, beautiful." He repeats himself at the time. He says this. He
thank
says,
you.
"She's sexy and swole as AF." And also, he has to ask a question. He says, "Flex for me, baby girl." Yeah, come on, she's mean to me. I'm not
Oh
flexing.
man.
Yeah, these guys. Like this, I tell you, this, London. When I get a new girl in
Uh-huh.
here, like, you remember the episode of Chappelle Show when Charlie Murphy met Prince, and was hanging with that,
Uh-huh.
dude Nikki Free, and people thought Nikki Free was a girl,
Yeah.
and say, "Yo,
Yeah.
Shalimar got a new girl. She's fine as a motherfucker." When they see when they get a new girl like
Uh,
yourself, they say like, "Yeah, yeah, 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 Joey got a new girl. She's fine as a motherfucker." So
uh-huh.
we got here, this is from man Brooke Brown. He says, "Miss London, what would you say is the hardest part of being a bodybuilder, aka a real life superhero?" So what's
Oh
what's
wow.
what for you in your mindset
Um,
is the difficult part?
the most difficult part for me is it's not difficult for me. It's probably going to sleep is difficult. Going to sleep is difficult. That's the only thing I could say this go around. Eating was because I mean you if you eat like this all the time, it's not really difficult to just slim it or tone it down a little bit in different areas or minus the food out in certain areas. So that's not difficult. Going to the gym, that's something I love to do. So I can't say that is difficult. Being away from your family is difficult. Um, Going to sleep is difficult because while everybody else is asleep, I'm up and trying to figure out how I can go to sleep. So I mean, I would say sleep and being away from family.
hmm And you have family. Who's in your family?
So I have a boyfriend.
Always the way. It's always the
Yeah.
way.
Oh my God.
There's always
Yeah. I
a
have a
way.
togetherness. No.
Okay.
So yeah, when you have a significant other, bodybuilding is just goes without saying. It's just something we have to sit down and explain if look, this is what I do. I really
Mhm.
love doing this. There will be some times where you can go with me if you want. So yeah,
Anybody else? Or just the boyfriend?
yeah, that's my
Yeah.
boyfriend.
Yeah. And it's good that you have the support. What about your family? How would they feel about when you started getting into this bodybuilding thing?
I don't think my family felt no type of way. They were very supportive though. They were extremely supportive. There were times when I would call my dad. There were times when I would just, let it all out with my mom, my sister, So just, I am blessed, and I thank God for having that support system that helped me get through those months. Um, because those times where I was extremely exhausted during the day, I'm just like, okay, let me get in the car and drive to the what is it? Let me get in the car and drive to the gym, and then let me sit in the car for 20 minutes and be like, dang, let me go home. I'm tired now. And so I always had that family member to be like, you're there, so just go in. So yeah, that's I thank God for the support.
Yeah, because I think it's a lot difficult. I know some ladies who I've talked to that sometimes they don't understand it because it's not like any mainstream sport. Like, we talk
Yeah,
about football and basketball and baseball. It's a totally different animal compared
yeah,
to
it's
those sports. It's a sport where you put more into it than you get
yeah,
out of it. Like I said, one thing for y'all women, it costs y'all more to compete because one thing is guys got to wear banana hammock and a pair of board shorts. Y'all ladies, yeah, that's how it is. Y'all ladies
we
have
got. Go ahead,
the hair
say it.
posing suits. That's alone right there. Your
Uh huh.
cost of traveling, your food
Mhm.
expenses,
Mhm.
tanning, everything that
Mhm.
comes with this sport. It it costs a pretty penny.
It's a lot for
Hmm.
sure.
Yeah, we got a comment from a man KL the Wanderer. He says, "Hey." Also,
Hey.
we got here from Brooke. He says, "Thank you for your service to our country." Shout out to Brooke. And also, we got here from my man Paul Steve says she could play Storm, cosplay as Storm.
You know what? Everybody says that. I'm like, this color has got me.
Yeah,
I'm
because
like, this might be, yeah,
yeah.
this might be my signature color. Before we go any further, I need to shout out Kelly LaFrancis because um, she is the number one reason why I'm doing what I'm doing. It's an amazing feeling. If you have never gotten into bodybuilding, I will tell you, and you suffer from depression or you deal with, suicide or anything like that, I will tell you bodybuilding is the way to go. Um, the natural side of it is the way to go. Kelly introduced me to it, and my life has changed for the better. And I feel different with the whole bodybuilding situation. Just putting in the effort keeps all of that craziness away. And so yeah, Kelly LaFrancis, she's been phenomenal, amazing, very supportive. Um, she she's just I don't even have the words to explain how amazing she is.
Well, thank you. Which I've been knowing Kelly for a good while. A
Yeah,
friend of
she's
mine,
good.
yeah, a friend of mine. His name is Sean. He introduced me to her, and I was hoping maybe
Mhm.
someday I get her on here to do an interview. I know she's done
Yeah.
an interview before, but I think she's kind of tentative. But Kelly, I'll be
Yeah.
gentle
Uh-huh.
because Kelly, I just like I said, what doesn't make you stranger make you stronger.
Yeah.
I'm just I just enjoy what I do. If you're good at it, never do it for free either. We got here for a man, Ball TV says, Schmo gang, 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 gang. And what schmoes are, if you don't know what schmoes are, these are guys who are fan of women with muscle. And,
Okay.
like I said, good, like I admit it, I'm a pro smoke. I just find y'all women just, you know, something different about you. So I'm from North Carolina, and I
Mhm.
really didn't meet my first bodybuilder until like about 2 years ago.
Mhm.
And since doing this content, because truthfully, it would get like your mother inspired you. My mother inspired me because she was sick for a long time, and I took care of her. And it was during COVID when she died. And
Mhm.
I got into this because it helped me with my mindset because I needed something to get my mind off of the stress of her
Mhm.
stuff and then dealing with my life,
Yeah.
and then just doing content about women's bodybuilding because I've been a fan for a long time. Like this is something I want to show you real quick. I love this because I don't know if
What
you've
you
ever heard of her.
got?
This is Andrea Shaw.
Oh
Yeah,
my
yeah,
God.
one of my favorite.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, a friend of mine, Eunice, she was at the Olympia last year,
Hmm.
and she was there. Eunice is a good friend of mine. Also, Eunice is this. There's gonna be a show coming up. If I follow my channel, the triple, not triple, I mean the Vancouver Islands coming up
Uh-huh.
tomorrow, and I wasn't gonna see it because right now I have to get my car fixed. I got a budget. I'm broke already. And Eunice sent me $50 to pay for my to watch the pay per view. So shout out to Eunice Kitchen. Shout out to her. I'll send you anything to check her out.
uh,
Andrea signed this for me. Eunice was at the Olympia and had Andrea sign this for me.
hey.
Yeah, and this is why I enjoy. Like I have gotten gift cards. I have known ladies who even sent me money because and this is why I do this to give y'all
Hmm.
ladies a voice where not enough people are
Oh.
giving a voice. And I know, like I had guys come and say, George, we can talk to my Andrea or someone like who's on the higher end of the sport. But I love talking to people like you whose stories are just very interesting and maybe even inspire somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Um, this is from my man Brooks says, how many times a day are you supposed to eat when you are a bodybuilder? I am asking this question because I am an aspiring bodybuilder in a wheelchair. So what's your routine, your diet like during the day?
So it should be 6 days a week. It just depends on the day. Some days you have to force yourself to eat, but typically it's 6 days a week. I mean, excuse me, 6 times a day.
6 times a day. Yeah, because I know
Hmm.
that's pretty much about average for most bodybuilders, 6 to 7 times a day. And
Yep.
because it takes the size. You need a size to grow. Diet's the most important part about bodybuilding.
It
Like
is that's very true. And so one thing I do know is that w- we eat a lot of food. We eat a lot of food, and you would think that we'd be gaining weight off of that food, but we don't. We just keep on getting defined and fine muscle wise with the foods that we're eating. So yeah, but you eat a
yeah,
lot,
yeah,
lots of protein.
a lot of protein, a lot of vegetables. You're supposed to be low
Yeah.
sugar, low carb. You know,
Yes.
you have to count your macros. There's so much to this that you have to
Mhm.
understand by sport, folks. What we're going to
Yeah.
do here is we'll jump into London's social media for a little bit and look at some stuff. And I know you guys might have some questions. This is and also if you want to follow her, her social media links are in the description of this live stream. It's in the description. Check her out. Follow her. Show interest and genuine interest in her. But guys, I'm telling you this, and this is what's your boyfriend's name?
Eric.
Eric. Guys, don't send her D pics. Eric might
Ah.
come to your door. He might, you might get a fish in your face. Guys, I know she's a pretty girl. She cites you. She just, but calm down and be
Yeah.
respectful. So that's what we want. We'll
Yeah.
be up here.
Thanks,
Instead of getting,
George.
she's a hairstyle. You're welcome. You don't need that. She's a hairstylist. And this is like one of my cousins or my sisters right there. I tell you, it look like my sister Jean. Just about.
Mm.
Yeah, you never know. And here we have here. This is you. And when was this? This was last year. Between this year into last year. What was
Yep, we
your
started December 1.
uh-huh? And what's that feeling when you first got on stage?
I didn't feel any type of way when I got on stage. I wasn't nervous. I wasn't nervous at all. I just, yeah, I can't even. I didn't feel any type of way.
Mhm. Yeah, I know somebody said that sometimes they
So
can be
I'm not
like,
a shy person. I'm not. I'm naturally. I'm not shy, and so and I practiced a lot. I practiced since day one. So you give it 4 months. And so when you do take the time and practice, you're posing and all of that stuff, it feels a little bit more easier. That's my best friend. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
she,
yeah,
yeah, that's good to have a friend there. Her
for
name is
sure.
Charlize. That's her name. How long y'all know each
Candy.
other?
Oh God. Since I was 11, 12. Yeah,
Uh,
over 20 years.
that's a good long time. There you go. It's good to have friends,
Um,
and
but go ahead.
what it's good to have good friendships like that. They stand by and support you.
Very important. Very
Yeah,
important.
and like I said, you own your own. You do hair, and
I
like I said,
do. Yes.
yeah, you got a lot
I
of
do
nice.
hair. I'm a fitness instructor. I'm a dance instructor at Gold's Gym in Richmond, Virginia. So I do a lot.
So you're old Virginia. You're not too far from me.
Yeah. And where
Yeah,
are you at?
I'm in North Carolina.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, Okay. And like I said, you've been doing hair for a good while. What you like about being
Hmm.
a stylist?
The art that comes from it and the feeling that I give people.
Yeah. You ever had time when you had a customer that was difficult?
Yeah, yeah. It just wasn't meant to be.
Hmm. Yeah. This is really nice. That's really nice. Good
Yeah.
style. Like I said, look like some people I see look like people I know.
Hmm.
Maybe next time close
Small
to
look,
Virginia.
small world, right?
Yeah, yeah. One time, it's a true story. True story. I was at this club one night, just a few years ago,
Hmm.
and me and my homeboy were just hanging out. We were at the club hanging out. I was talking to this
Uh-huh.
girl, and me and the girl was talking, and then I told her my name. He says, "Your name sounds familiar." I said, "Yeah." Yeah. So why does it sound familiar? So say, "What's your name?" Say, "What?" Yeah. I say, "So how you know my name?" Say, "Well, you know my grandfather. Who's your grandfather?" Her grandfather was my great uncle.
Oh, wow. Yeah, small world. Okay, that's a
I
lot.
you say, yeah, she was a cute girl, but I ain't no hillbilly. But no, 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 no,
Yeah,
no. I ain't
yeah.
swinging that way. We are here.
Hmm.
This is for my man,
Miss
Brooke. He
London, I
says,
was.
Miss London, I was wondering, do you consider working out 7 days a week or every 4 hours too much? Too much.
That's a
Like I said,
lot.
yeah,
That's a
because I
bit
think,
much.
yeah, a lot of competitors they have a rest day because that day, okay, we work like maybe 2 or 3 weeks out of 2 or 3 times out of this week, and then
Uh huh.
then I have a rest day. Some I know
Hmm.
some bodybuilders they don't like rest day, but it's a process. It's part of the sport. It's part of developing
Yeah,
as an athlete because you want your body to recover.
yeah.
That's
You
why
don't want
one.
all them injuries. 7 days. That's a lot.
Yeah, I mean sometimes you can like take like when I used to work out. I used to go to the gym. I used to go to Plant Fitness. Is not the bodybuilding gym, but it's a gym I go to because I can afford it. Um, you know, that's the thing. I work maybe 2 or 3 days out of the week, and no more than an hour. But I'm not like trying to be a bodybuilder. I'm just kind of trying to get a little
Hmm.
healthier.
Hmm.
Yeah. So, as a competitor, what do you feel you need to go to that next level in the sport for yourself?
Oh my goodness. What do I need to? I just to go to the next level. Explain what the next level is.
Well, to get to like the judges when they give you critique, you critique from judges,
Yes,
okay,
you
and what they
did.
told you what you need to work on.
Okay, so I think all women have this, maybe not, but yeah, all women have the same issue with legs, and so I think that I need to, when it comes to working out, put more emphasis on my leg workouts, and really dig deep for those because that for me, my body and the way my body is structured, that's the last piece of fat to come off. So I'm giving myself an additional month along with my support, and we're going to work together to make sure we get that last little bit of fat that's back there.
Yeah, because I know as a bodybuilder, leg day is the least favorite because you know
You know, you know.
I actually I've talked to some ladies that they love leg day because they love it.
You know what? I love leg day, but not seeing because it's the last thing that goes. Like it's like okay, if I do it today, am I going to see less? On my pictures. Pictures are everything. When you see your weekly photos, it'll make or break you, and it'll make or break the process, and it determines how hard you might need to work depending on the amount of time that you may have. And so, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but one thing you also get this once you understand the process, then you can trust the
Mhm.
process.
For sure.
It's about figuring out what works for you because sometimes I know somebody say, okay, the best features like your shoulders, the arms. Some say the legs are the best features. Some say it's
Yeah,
just a little here and there, but just make those improvements.
yeah,
It goes a long way.
yeah.
We got here a comment from my man Brooke. He says, Miss London, I work out every day, every 4 hours. I do 5 sets of 6 sit-ups, with which equals to 30 sit-ups. I do 10 sets of push-ups, which equals 30 push-ups. I do this seven days a week, every 4 hours of the day. I got a shout to you, Brooke, because I can barely
Yeah,
do
that's a lot.
maybe one sit up. And,
Yeah.
I got this weird. Fairly. I was great.
Yeah.
I got this tugboat in front of me, But like I said, yeah. I mean, I'm like I used to. I have like my little niece and nephews when they're little babies. I used to do like a fat pasta. So, like I said, I told my brother and sister, hey, keep your money. Let me eat your baby. So
Ah! That's
I went to,
funny.
yeah,
Okay.
that's funny. He said, when they were really young when they used to do that. But yeah, it
Hmm.
is about understanding what works with you. Who's your trainer? Who's your coach? Who you working with?
So my coach was Kelly. She
Mhm.
doesn't like me saying coach, but that's the girl that got me to where I was the first time, and she's gonna get me there the second time. So we're gonna do this together.
I tell Kelly, she has a great physique, and she
She
could
does.
possibly,
I don't
yeah.
know why. Man, I speak so well of that lady. Like she is amazing. I don't have the words right now. I probably would have the words if we weren't on camera, but I have the utmost respect for that lady. She is amazing, and she just knows how to shoot. You have that one person that doesn't know how. You get bad vibes from them. Sometimes they're iffy. She's none of that. It's her. She's amazing. Her energy is great every single time. Waking up at 4 in the morning. Nobody wants to wake up at 4 in the morning to pose. And so I woke up at 4 in the morning every Monday it was to pose, to do my posing training. And I had an amazing time every time I was there. And that's no lie.
I tell her that she has maybe she does have the aesthetics for competing EPC level. Like I know she's natural
Hmm.
also, and she's a vegetarian, you know.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
she can really do well. I mean, it's a lot of work, and like I said, she has amazing physique. Even so often I
Hmm.
send her links from when they're having amateur shows and say, hey,
Uh-huh.
check it out. Maybe see how you do. But like I said,
Yeah.
I think she's one of the special ladies. Like I said, I'm hoping maybe I'll get her on here and we'll talk and chop it up a little bit. But yeah, it's good to
Yeah, I
have
hope so. She's good.
support. Yeah, it's good to have that support with someone like Kelly and your family. So
Yeah.
you know, as you grow and develop in this sport, what would you like to see out of it for yourself in the future?
Well, I want to go as far as I could possibly go. I'm big on affirmations. I usually succeed in everything I go for. Um, there's no limits to what I can do. And so I want to go as far as I can. Um, I'm starting to learn the different divisions and organizations. So I've already done, I think I'm going to stick with OCB. I want to stick with OCB. I don't want anything other than OCB. Um, I heard some stuff about, I think it was NPC and whatnot. I have to get a better understanding of those in order to know which route to take. But OCB has been good to me. What is it? Physique was amazing. So now let's try figure, and I
Mhm.
will see where we go from there.
Yeah,
But
it's
it just
about
looks so good. If that physique feels good, that figure is if physique feels like this, I know the figure is going to be amazing.
yeah. All you gotta do this time, you just gotta wear high heels. That's the first thing
Yeah,
you're switching up to.
yeah,
But yeah, I can
yeah.
understand. I've interviewed a couple of ladies who compete in the OCB. They like it because they feel more. It's not as much hard, especially for the body compared
Well, I feel
to
like
NPC.
I feel like I have to lean out a little bit more. You said compared to what now?
Compared to NPC level competitors, because
Okay.
they do use performance enhancers. I mean,
Yeah, I
and
don't want
and I know
that.
with bodybuilding, steroids is a very small factor, but it's so easy to people's mindset thinking, okay, all I gotta do is pop this and pop that. But
Mm-mm.
if you don't follow a diet, don't be consistent, stay, within which fits within your scope, then
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't advise anybody get in sport thinking that okay, I just pop, some pads and I can get
Mm-mm.
bigger.
Mm-mm. No.
Yeah, yeah. Also, we
Natural
got here.
foods all day.
Yeah, yeah. Here we got here for instance from Man Brooks says, I do 5 sets of 60 sit-ups, which is the 100. Yeah, man, that's enough, man. I know how much you do a lot. You do a lot. Stop it.
You do a lot, yeah.
You do a lot. You do a lot. You do, more than the average person. So after that last show, as you know, as any bodybuilder, you're on a diet. what was that thing
Hmm.
you craved? That thing that you wanted the most? That thing that,
You really want to know? You really want to know what that
yes,
was? Okay, so
yes.
as soon as I left, I went to Chanelo's and I got a cheese breadstick. I went to Bonchon's and got a 20-piece, what is it, fried chicken wing. And I don't even eat like that. But because of the chicken breast, vegetables, the different foods that I had to eat or stay away from, lack thereof, yeah, I went ham on some food. Now, before we get started, I'm supposed to get started in May, and it's these things called 3-ingredient brownies. Have you heard of those?
No, I have not.
Insane. Insane. That's all I'm gonna
Yeah.
say. But I'm having to wean myself slowly off of those to prepare for this next show. So it's good. Chocolate
Yeah.
is everything.
I know
Yeah.
women you love chocolate. I like sweets too. Actually,
Pizza, spaghetti, penny pasta, any pizza. Oh God, the cheese breadsticks with their dip it in the ranch sauce. Oh my God, so
now like I don't like ranch sauce. I dip it in the marinara, but I don't like ranch.
good.
Yeah, I don't like
You
ranch.
missing out. You
No, I'm
missing
not missing
out.
out on anything. I'm not missing out on anything. I'm not. I me. I like a nice burger, some fries. I love chicken. Being
Mhm.
from the South, we all love chicken. Like Dave Chappelle said.
Same.
Remember that? Like when we went to the restaurant and you said
Who
you
was
always say
it?
what you want the chicken and say
Uh-huh.
he said you black guy. He said you black folk are genetically predisposed to the chicken. But yeah,
Oh man,
that's just how it is sometimes. But yeah, food can be both a weapon and a tool for a bodybuilder.
that's true.
It's yeah, it's depending on what you take. I've known ladies who said, one lady, she told me for her first time she started doing bodybuilding, she was taking gelatos, and then one lady told me
Uh-huh.
that her first bodybuilding show she was drinking.
Uh-huh.
I know some things taste good, but it's not good for you, especially as you grow and
Yeah.
develop. Here, this is
Yeah.
from my main book says, Miss London, do you have any advice for someone who is aspiring bodybuilder in the wheelchair who has aspirations to enter and win both the Arnold Schwarzenegger Classic and Mr. Olympia competitions? So that's if you know, the Arnold Schwarzenegger Classic is one of the biggest shows in the IPB. Arnold, I'm a fan of Arnold, the Schwarzenegger and Arnold and they get the chopper and
Yeah.
Arnold,
Yeah.
Arnold.
Yeah. I met him in LA. He's a good guy.
Mm,
Yeah. Um. eh, So we were in LA on vacation, and we were on Venice Beach. And he's just riding his bike. I said, "Hey, is that Arnold Schwarzenegger?" He was like, "Yes." I was like, "Oh my God." So, I would say never. Don't let anybody tell you you can't. You know what I mean? You're gonna hear a lot of stuff. You're gonna hear a lot of people tell you you can't do this. And you can do anything you put your mind to. You know what I mean? You are the only person that can stop yourself, and that's it. So if you got it in your mind and you can do it, you can do it.
Yeah, it's like one of my favorite quotes from my favorite. It's like from Rocky Balboa. It's not one of my favorite Rocky movies. I never watched it that much. When he's telling his son, says, life can beat you down, but it's not hard. You can give the hits. It's how hard you can take the hits and keep
Yeah,
moving forward.
yeah.
That's
Keep
how winning is
going.
done. Yeah, you got to keep
Keep
moving
going.
forward. Yeah.
Hmm.
This for here from Brookie says, Miss London, I was wondering, are protein bars healthy? So you eat
I
protein bars? You like to see?
I never ate them. I never really ate them protein bars. I don't have a craving for them. Um, I mean, they're good for some people. They're probably not good for me because I have a lot of hip. So that's probably the last thing I should be eating.
Yeah, I think most. I think a lot of bodybuilders who eat it because they eat it for that extra kick, especially when they're working out.
Yeah.
Pre-workout is very popular. I know there's always they take a couple of scoops. I mean, one legends bodybuilder.
Yep.
Yeah, Lee Haney. I not Lee Haney. I think it was Ronnie Coleman said I think he took 3 scoops, and he's going,
Uh-huh.
yeah, buddy, yeah.
Yeah.
It's about what works for you in your process.
Uh-huh.
Healthy lifestyle. That's the thing. It's a healthy lifestyle change.
Uh-huh.
You're getting away from things, especially if you grow up in a certain type of family, like I did. I grew up in a big family. There was like counting my mother and my brother and sisters and my niece and nephew, at least
Uh-huh.
about eight of us living all
Oh,
together.
that's a lot.
Yeah. See, my parents were together for 55 years, but that 30
Oh.
that my father was living up in New Jersey because I quit my mother and to say like this. My father was drunk and a fiend. My mother never liked that one bit.
Oh,
But
oh,
after a while, me and him, we settled our differences. He was a, like I said, like any man, he had his demons, but he's been gone about 10 years, and we made
oh.
our peace before he passed. But I can understand.
Mm,
But
good.
it's tough being a woman in the sport. I know, people we see women with muscle. Yeah, people see women with muscles, like you like say you try to be a man, like try to be like it's funny, and I've seen some women like yourself who are great physiques, a great look to them, very feminine,
Mhm.
but like I think societies just don't like the idea of women with muscles.
No, they don't, but that's okay. I don't care what they think. I like the way those muscles feel. I like the way it's done naturally. I like the foods that I eat. Everything that we do in life is a choice. So you can either take that step or take that leap and work out consistently and eat right and have a great life, or you can do the opposite. You know what I mean? So muscles are where it's at.
Yeah, you gotta look for your.
Or what I will say, muscles are where the happy is.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I think a lot of people love how their body develops, especially when they're working out. When in the
Yes.
gym, they're hitting that rack, and and they want to push it like this, one more, and just you see the
Yep.
gains. You look in the mirror, you look at it and say, "Wow, my abs are coming in." You look at
Yeah.
your shoulders look come. Everything. It's about what you like about yourself,
Mhm. Yep.
and people
It's
got
a
to understand that.
confidence builder.
Yeah, and I think some people they want to tear people down with something that they don't understand or they don't have how the best way to say it, testicle fortitude to do what y'all do. You know,
Yes.
yeah, it's a lot of.
But you remember I said you got to love it, right? You
Hmm.
definitely have to love it in order to succeed in it. And that's with anything you do.
Yeah, yeah. Here goes. This is from a man. Brooke. He's a fan. Says no, George Jabroni don't respect powerful women. Yeah,
Oh
uh,
man. Thank you
yeah.
for
That's it.
that
So
compliment.
yeah, thank you for the shout out to my man Brooke. And like I said, yeah, like I said, when I do this content, I really got to learn stuff about, especially I was just a fan of, of bodybuilding, but also I was a fan of the women too. And I remember this was a long time ago. I remember I used to go on these. When I had a computer. We used to go on. I used to go on these chat rooms. And back
Uh-huh.
in the day when we didn't have the we had dial up, and so I had to wait till mom was asleep like about 10 o'clock because of it. You know how it is because if you had it on during the day, she said, "Who got that phone on?" Anything after
Yeah.
10 o'clock, you better be in bed or in jail. So
Yeah, you got to be
I
an
go.
80s baby for sure.
Yeah, I was born in '74, so yeah, I was grew up in the '80s
Okay,
and
you
'90s.
close.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. And and I go to chat. I remember going to chat rooms. The guy said, "Hey, guys talking to me, say, man, you fan of bodybuilding?" I say, "Yeah, women bodybuilding too." Yeah, I say, "Well, the smoke saying, say, when you ladies rock hard, we'll rock hard." And it's about what you like. You have to be passionate about the sport. And so
Hmm.
again, there's so much money into it. I mean,
Is there
it's
really?
yeah, because think about it, the cost of your suits, travel, everything goes into it. But then,
Hmm.
other than maybe just winning a trophy or getting your pro card, that's the reward for it.
Yeah, that's when it starts to go up. Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah, because you got to step with the big dogs. You got to be able to be
Hmm.
competitive. I mean, like I said, I mostly focus a lot on like organizations like the NPC and IFBB, but I've interviewed ladies in PCA, a couple ladies in OCB. I'm really learning that there's so different factors compared to these other organizations.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Like I said, I was telling Kelly, hey, she has a great physique, and I say, hey, one of these days, like you can pull it right here. This is a I went to Kelly's
Oh my God, yes, Kelly.
had I
Kelly,
mean,
that was all Kelly's doing. Look at those before and afters. But her just in general, she's amazing.
yeah, I
Look at
keep
her
telling
body. Look at her
yeah,
legs.
yeah.
Look
I
at
tell her
this one to the right. Go
right here, the
down.
blue,
No, go down.
go down here.
Uh, Stop right there and go to the right.
Oh, go to the right.
Other one.
Wait a minute.
Well,
Let's
there's
see.
a good picture of her. Yeah, there's a good picture of her leg
This one
right
right
there.
here.
But look at her legs.
Yeah, I tell her she has potential. She can do. The
She
NPC.
does.
Yeah, NPC and IFB is trying to promote natural bodybuilding too, and she would do pretty good.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
know
tell
she
her.
would. I know she
Yeah,
would. She's good.
yeah. She has a great body. She has a great physique. I think she has. She has that great amount of femininity they like to see. and and her condition is pretty good. I think she said one time she was thinking about checking out one of the shows. But like I said, it's about you got to be able to get your get your guts up and go ahead and do it.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
can't
you
be a
got
yeah
to.
yeah. You got to take a chance. You never know. She might have a good future. She wants to stay in the NPC.
It's no might. She does. She has an amazing future ahead of her for that. She's a beast.
Yes, please. So, folks, we're not gonna hold her much too much longer. We appreciate time. I know she's a busy lady. She got things she got to do. Are you sponsored right now?
No,
No, so no sponsorship. So I think
no.
with growing popular in natural bodybuilding, I think you could be a good, smoke model for it. I mean, sponsorship does help because it
Okay.
helps in money and helps in if you want to do a show, they can probably cover your costs. But I know one thing, London, there'll be guys like, hey, London. I seen your pictures. Yeah, you remind me of Storm. You want to be my ex-woman? No, no,
Oh
no, no, no,
man.
guys, no, guys, no,
Yeah.
no. Stop that, stop that. Say, Miss Carter, Miss Carter, we have a plan for you.
What's the
We,
plan?
we want you to be a representative of our product. You have a great look to
Okay.
you. Also, we respect your military service. So I think you will be a good spokesperson for our product. So if you're interested in it, if you have, put up the paperwork and everything put together and you want to check it out
Mhm.
and see if it works for you, then let us know. And whatever you need from us, we will support you as an athlete. And
Okay.
that's what I think a lot of you ladies need. I mean, even if you look over here, like in other organizations where the men always gonna make more money because the men divisions are more of the excuse my language, that's what they are, the bottom bitch of certain organizations. They bring in
Uh-huh.
promoters like that. But you
Uh-huh.
women, y'all put in much time, much work. I think you should just get just as much reward as they do. But like I said
Well,
again, society's always
you
gonna
never lied about that. You never lied about that. I will say that, you know, women are so I want to say underappreciated. Can I say that?
yeah, you can say that.
What? Oh no, 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 no. We just first of all, we sell ourselves short, and we just don't get the credit that we deserve. Um, but you never lied about that. It's it's uh it's a wonderful sport that women sometimes wish they had the upper hand in. And it's not that we can't get there, it's just it's a little bit harder to get there. And
Hmm.
so, you know.
Yeah, I understand. Because the fact is, especially as one thing some women try to do. I don't, like I saw false women. They use sex to sell because that's women. Y'all are
You think so?
yeah. Because the fact is, women. You think about it. Other than maybe gay stuff, most times women make more money in the sexual end of certain things, especially bodybuilding is very fetish. If you know anybody, like I do a lot of content on this, a lot of ladies that do OnlyFans and other stuff that kind of help
Mm-mm.
circumvent their prices. I know some
Mm.
guys like it. I looked at it there now and then. I'm not gonna lie, but it's about where you want to go as an athlete. If you don't want to do that, that's what you just don't have to do. But like I said,
I don't think I would ever do like OnlyFans. Like I don't feel like I have to sell sex in order. And I'm not that girl that wants the attention, you know what I mean, in that way. I don't want to use my body. I want to use my body for art, which is what this whole bodybuilding thing is. But I don't want to use it for the purpose of sex, though. You know what I mean? I don't have to.
yeah, I think you ladies, your body's like almost you're like your own architect. When you
Yeah,
build your body,
yeah,
and you
yeah.
bring out a great product, you put out a great building, you bring something that really just draws attention to people. I mean,
You're
be it good or
absolutely right.
yeah, and like I said, you gotta expect your passion, commitment to the sport. Because like I said,
Uh
there's a lot of
huh.
sacrifice you gotta make. I know there's times where you go to family functions, you can't eat what's there. You have to follow your diet plan that your coach
Mhm.
or might set up for you. There's times where I know you work there in the hair salon. The girl say, "Hey, girl, we go to the bar. We're gonna go drink it up." Say, "Nah, I gotta go to bed. I gotta get ready. You gotta go with set. You gotta work out in the morning." It's a lot of
George, you're
sacrifice.
right.
Yeah,
George, you're absolutely right. You're gonna
yeah.
get
It's a
into it,
lot.
right? You're not just gonna be the guy that's standing in the. So he has the best job in the world. He gets to stand in the. Where did we meet? Where did we meet? You were in
Well,
the you were
what?
in the room that we were getting ready in before we went on stage.
Mhm.
Yeah.
No, we never
Was
we
that
met in person.
okay? You
We
have a
never
you
met in
have a
person.
twin then. Okay.
That's
Okay.
that's that's true. I actually I was one time I was like
You have
right
a
here.
twin. Did somebody say you look like him? You look like someone?
Where I look right here, I know somebody that somebody look. Here's the thing is, I don't know. My family's kind of I don't know. I run to people every now and then say you look like somebody, and then
Everybody's got a twin.
yeah, maybe it might be like remember in slavery a lot of us was moved around a lot, so it might be a relative. I know when I have people go as far as maybe Virginia. I think I think maybe I know I have family in my father was living in Jersey, but he never. I have a sister there, but she's half.
So you have family up
Um,
north too. Okay.
yeah, I got family enough. I had an aunt that lived in Philadelphia. Uh, you
Okay.
know,
So like I said, it's a huge world, and I think that we can, I think women are going to do well in it if we stick with it.
yeah. We got here from man Brooke. He says, George, is it me or does Miss London look like young Whitney Houston? You got
I don't get
nothing,
that.
nothing, nothing. Yeah. And also, we got here from Brooke. He says, female bodybuilders are Martin Day goddesses. And like I said, he is a fan. It's guys like this.
Oh, thank you, thank
Yeah,
you.
shout out to Brooke. So, like I said, we're not gonna hold much longer. We're gonna let her go. We're gonna appreciate her time she gives us. And like I said, you're planning on doing a show in September. What's the show?
So it's a show in Norfolk. I don't know the names verbatim, but it is the show that is in Norfolk, Virginia. This will be my second show. It'll be figure, and I'm gonna win.
Well, we say we wish you best of luck. You know, like I said, it's gonna be time. I hope you're practicing walking your high heels. You
Oh my
know,
God.
because
Yeah,
like I
the
said, you
heels.
gotta remember when you're on stage out there, it's tough. You're half hungry. You're dehydrated. You're tired. I mean, you have to stand
Yeah.
there and you have to have a like other guy like said, let's put a smile on that face. And and it's a lot to do this sport and still to get up and
Yeah.
have a passion for it.
George, you're absolutely right.
Yeah. Well, folks, we appreciate the lovely Mrs. Carter for her time. If y'all folks want to follow her information is in the description of this live stream. Check her out, follow her, support her. If you're in the Virginia area, like you want to take your sister, your mama, get there. What's your name of your salon that you work at?
So my salon is called Chic Color Lounge. It's in Richmond, Virginia. You'll see the links and everything in the bio. Yeah, come and see us. Come and check us out.
Yeah, so like guys who want to come there, but your girl, and or you guys who have longer hair than I do, you want to go in there and get your hair. Yeah, 'cause, hey, I'm like this. Hey, I just shave it, keep on moving. But
Keep it moving, right?
yeah, keep it moving. I think I got maybe another couple more weeks for time for me to get a cut. I don't. I'm
Yeah.
the type of person. Now it's getting warmer now. It's time to keep it down every so often. Once it get cold,
Yeah.
I'm like an animal. I have to grow my hair out and keep everything
Yeah.
warm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes, I get like to be like a Wolverine. But anyway,
Yeah. You stupid.
oh, I thought I was smart. Anyway, before we let you go, do you have anybody you want to shout out to while we're here?
Just thank God for the opportunities that have come my way. Thank you for all the support. Thank you for Kelly. Thank you for reaching out. Um, thank you for everything, and thank you for all the people that commented.
Well, like I said, this is for me. It's kind of thing I think for me. Anytime somebody say thank you to me, I like to quote from my favorite movie, Batman
Of the
Begins.
movie.
At the end, where Jim Gordon says to Batman, says, "I had a chance to thank you," and Batman turns around and says, "You never have to," because this is like I said, my channel is a place for give y'all ladies a voice. I mean,
Hmm.
that's not like, especially on social media, no one likes to talk about women's bodybuilding. They talk about divisions like bikini, or because it's more, aesthetically pleasing, it's more feminine. But some of those girls, even that level, their bodybuilders, they surpass. Like I've been following bodybuilding for at least 40 years since I was a kid.
Hmm.
They can surpass the women back in the 80s and 90s. You know, it's just about finding your place in a sport and see how you go, how far you go. Where you want to go. This
Hmm.
is why I give ladies like you share some voice because you know what, you never know. You might inspire somebody. You might be thinking about, you know what, let me try this. And this she did it. Let me do it too.
Yeah. Like I said, it's my happy thing. It keeps me happy all day. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I'm glad that it makes you happy. Sometimes, like I said, or like the other guy would say, it's something that it completes you.
Yeah,
I,
yeah, yeah, for sure.
yeah, I love. So, folks, we would like to thank London for her time. I shout out to man Brooke Morale coming through, my man KL the Wanderer, Balls Deep. Also, all you who watch this video, follow, subscribe me and London. If you're interested in her, like I said, be respectful. This lady, she served our country, and she deserves as much respect as anybody, more than anybody deserves. So we wish you all the best of luck in your coming show. Say hello to Kelly. I'm gonna try to get her on here one day. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna try. I've been trying to. Sometimes I say, I'm gonna give up, but you know what? I'm
Mm,
determined. That's what made Batman one of my favorite heroes because it's determination and prep time. That makes us a great
yeah,
hero. So,
yeah.
folks, I say I appreciate y'all for coming through. Shout out to all y'all who was here. Also, this is from man Book Royale before we had ice says, Miss London, thank you for being a real life superhero.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Brooke. And you keep doing your 500, 600 sit-ups. I tried, brother.
Oh, that's a lot.
Yeah, yeah, especially for a guy in a wheelchair. I got respect for him for that. So, folks,
Yeah,
like I said again,
yeah.
if you want to follow, London, her social media stuff is in the description. Check her out. She's up there in Richmond. Also, if you want to take up there and get your hair done, check out the links in her bios. Support her in her upcoming show, and that's in September in OCB. I know a lot of you don't know about OCB. It's still a growing organization, but I think there's a lot of potential in that
Yeah,
organization.
for
Yeah,
sure. It really is.
yeah, yeah. Anyway, folks, this is your man on the way to page, aka the Emperor of Female Body Talk. Like, don't subscribe. Have a good afternoon, good evening, good night, and good morning. See you later. Happy weekend.